Alright, so on yesterday's video, someone asked what Royal Rangers was. So, I'm going to tell you. Royal Rangers is a lot like Boy Scouts, but in my opinion, it is a little more serious than Boy Scouts. I say this because, one, it is run only through the Assemblies of God Church, meaning it is a Christian organization. They're a little more upfront about being Christian. And then the other reason I say it's a little more serious is because it was a little bit more militaristic, in my opinion. Once we got into like junior high, I believe, we started doing like military drills, military formations. A lot has changed since I went through it, so I don't know what it is now. Maybe it is more like Boy Scouts than it was before, but I don't know. So we start with the youngest group, which was Straight Arrows. All of their merit badges were Indian-based, so like arrowheads and stuff like that. Then we go to Buckaroos, which was more like cowboy-based. Then we get to Pioneers, which was like older elementary school, younger middle school. That was where we started getting into the military type stuff. Uniforms were just gray khaki shirt, either a tie or bolo, pins, badges, all that kind of stuff. And from there on, there were two more groups above that. Wow, I can't remember now. But all of them used the same uniforms, same merit system, and all that kind of stuff. That is the basics of Royal Rangers. We did a lot of camping, outdoor stuff. Then, two more groups to spawn off of Royal Rangers. There was JLTA, which is Junior Leadership Training Academy, which was for like 8th grade and up, so junior high and high school. It was 5 years. There were 5 different camps. And so you would start in like training camp, your first year. Then the second camp was advanced training camp, which in those two you learned basic camping skills, basic outdoor skills, compass skills, fire starting, all that kind of stuff. Then the third camp was training trails. You went on a hike for three or 4 days and applied all the camping stuff you learned and all the learning more trail stuff and all that kind of stuff. Fourth camp was canoeing, which same kind of thing. You'll know all your camping stuff, you're learning canoeing. Fifth one was survival camp, which was basically, it was meant to be your last year, so you're putting everything that you've learned into practice, and the commanders basically just say, here you go, you have an entire week, survive. Technically they have to give us food, so like every morning they would come around with like a hard-boiled egg, or a granola bar, or something, or a fish. Something that we would either have in our pack, or something we could easily find. And then so at the end of those 5 years, if you went through all 5 camps, you got a white beret and a sword, saber. Civil War replica saber. So that was cool. And we could wear that with our uniform anytime. If I can find a picture of myself, I will put it right here. If not, I am going to edit this out. And then the third group is FCF, which is Frontiersman Camping Fellowship, which was for, once again, started in like junior high, but it was focused mainly on adults. And that was based off of like the 1830s settlers, mountain men type thing. So it was rustic. You got people wearing leather, like all leather chaps, old cloth shirts, throwing knife and tomahawk, using flint and steel to start fires. Then you got shooting black powder, and each person was supposed to have a trade in that. So you had people that did, one was candle making, you had someone making bows, you had blacksmiths, you had cloth makers. Some people just went completely all out. So that was fun. And that is Royal Rangers in a nutshell. And that is what I grew up with. So that is a lot of what influenced me. So a lot of the stuff I showed you in my pack yesterday was stuff that I gathered going all the way through Royal Rangers and JLTA and FCF. So now you know. Bye. flint and steel to fart fires. Start fire.